Hey guys, so this video is going to be a little different from what I normally do. It's going to be a screen replacement video for the Lenovo Y40-80. I need to replace my screen. I've got a couple of pressure point white spots, kind of like one here and one here. I won't bore you guys with the details on that. Basically, I just need to replace my screen. So I ordered a screen off a company called Laptop Screens. It's much cheaper than the manufacturer website. Manufacturer website lists a screen for like almost $200. This one, I think I didn't even break $100. So it's the same screen. It's just a matte screen. It's for this model of laptop. Pretty much like essentially the same. So without further ado, let's get to it. So with this, you can just tear off the bezel from around the sides just by kind of sticking your fingers underneath. You're going to hear a click, and then you got to kind of force it a little bit. I wouldn't be too afraid of it. It'd be pretty hard to break, but you just pull it all the way around. A couple of snaps, and there you have it. You got the inside. So now we have a few screws to take care of. So we have one here, we have one here, we have one here at the bottom, and then another one here at the bottom. So we're going to take all of those out, and just be careful that the screen doesn't slide down or anything like that. Once those screws are out, there's not a whole lot keeping it up, so just be careful of that. Okay, so now that we're at this point, you're going to very carefully take your laptop out. Just make sure it doesn't kind of fall down here. Just because this connector at the bottom is very fragile, so you want to watch out for that. So I'm just going to take my new screen out of the way from the keyboard there. You can lay that down. Okay, so this part you want to be extra careful. So it's this part here, it's the 30-pin connector. So don't pull on the cable itself. It's very fragile, it's like fabric. So you kind of want to stick a nail into the connector there and just only pull on the metal. It's really not hard to do. There's not a whole lot fastening that thing in. So just take it out like that. It's all good. Perfect. Okay, so I have the new screen here. If we flip this screen, you'll notice the same 30-pin connector here. So our little plug here is going to go in there, and it's going to be a little tricky. Again, you have to be very careful. Alright, so we have it lined up. And this is going to be even harder to do one-handed because I'm holding my camera in the other hand. And then same thing, you kind of want to just push a little bit in with your nail, not actually with the cable. If you had any plastic tape or anything holding this thing together on your old laptop, you will have to cut it. I had taken the screen out previously, so that's why mine was already cut. Alright, you should really feel it kind of slide in. Alright, make sure that that's all good. Okay. It's connected. Now I'm just going to lift the screen back up. Alright, this is a little hard to do with one hand, so I'm just going to rest the camera back down again. Terrific. Okay, so you want to put the screen back into kind of its little divots there. So before we screw this in, I'm just going to test it out. See that everything's in order. Looks pretty fresh to me. No dead pixels, nothing like that. No pressure points. That's terrific. So now we can put our screws in. Alright, so now we get our bezel again. You want to tuck the bottom in like that. And now we just kind of push around the frame, get our little clicks back in. You can probably put a little bit of force on here as long as you're not pushing directly on the panel. Like right now we're pushing on the side, so that's totally fine. But for this specific laptop, what helps is if we just close it and just kind of like push around the edges. Not on the panel, that's very important. Do not push on the panel. Alright, seems good to me. We're all good. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you're interested in computer science type stuff, check out my other videos. I've got a whole bunch of them. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.